Mm-hmm. What did you say, man? Y equals 2. So we already know what the solutions look like because we've done it graphically. Now, Ahad, please focus here. This is equation number 1. Are you with me? Right. Okay. And this over here, Ahad, is what? Which is equation number 2. Now the next step is what? You tell me. X or for y. Now give me the easiest equation you're going to use to set up equation 3.
Solve for number 2.
Right?
Can you solve for x then? And then 2 is equal to
X or what's the easiest here?
y.
Right. So if I want to solve for y, I'm going to have y is equal to what?
2 plus x.
2 plus x. Now I need to substitute the equations in. What am I going to substitute in what?
Substitute 2 plus x into the x minus 1 squared.
Right. So I'm going to take equation 3 and I'm going to put it into equation 1. Okay, so let's do that. Let's see what that's going to look like. Wherever I see what this, no. Wherever I see y, this must go in, right? So let's look at that. There's y. So in the place of y, I'm going to put 2 plus x minus 2 is equal to what? 2 into?
2 plus x.
Now I have a question for you, Ahad. Do you know what I've done here? Okay. So now we just simply do this. Work with me, people. What's this going to be? 2 plus x minus 2 is equal to? 2 into what? X squared minus 2x, right, plus 1. Okay, if you simplify that further, that's 2x squared minus 4x plus 2. Right. Okay, so on this side we had the 2x squared minus 4x plus 2, and on the other side we've got 2 and the minus 2 cancels out, so clearly you're left with only x. Right. So if we look at this, let's put the 0 on that side. I can have 2x squared. This is going to give me minus 5x plus 2. Okay, so at this point in time, you need to factorize this. 2x squared minus 5x plus 2 is equal to 0. Now there's a nice easy trick. The trick over here is to put 2x into each bracket. And then you say 2 times 2, which gives you what? 4. And look for factors of 4 that you add to give you 5. And that's going to be 4 and 1. Both of these are negative. And what we can clearly see here is a common factor of 2. So we pull out that 2 and we're left with x minus 2 is equal to 0 into 2x minus 1. Okay, so let's factor that 2x minus 1 into x minus 2. 2x minus 1 into x minus 2, and that equals 0. Using those factors, we can now clearly solve for x, in which x is equal to a half, or x equals positive 2. Okay, 2x minus 1, and you got x minus, what was it, x minus 2, that's equal to 0. And here you can clearly see that your factors are the following. Therefore, x is equal to a half, and x is equal to 2. Right. Okay. So now we go back and we can see there we have y is equal to 2 plus x. Very simple. Y equals 2 plus x, and the x value here is going to be y equals 2 plus a half. And on this side, y is equal to 2 plus 2. And there you can clearly see that that solution is 4. We state this as a set of coordinates since we've solved for x first, that x is clear there as a half, and 2 and a half, which is the same as 5 over 2. And on this side, it's going to be 2 and positive 4. Okay. Does that concur with what we found earlier in terms of the graphical representation? What do we have here? That's 2 and 4, and that's 0.5 and 2.5. 2 and 4, 0.5 and 2.5. Okay, so that was example 6 and 6a.